The mind can never hold the heart back. August 9, 2014. You're starting to receive increasingly pure glimpses into the higher realms, and as you do, the work you do to help humanity become aware of the existence of these realms increases in potency. As long as you're willing to believe you're infinitely capable of practicing the higher vibrational abilities that are descending onto your minds and hearts, you'll be able to embrace these abilities with relative ease. Of course, nothing's meant to be so easy that no challenge is involved, but we're confident that many of you will be able to successfully come out of the challenges that revolve around finding a higher vibration and using it to help the rest of humanity become aware. We've mentioned plenty of times in the past that the mind and the ego act as huge inhibitors of your interpretation of a smooth creative flow, and to do anything successfully, the mind's overbearing influence must be diminished. Transmuting ego-driven influences. The ego will only muddy your creative works and distort the purity of what could have otherwise been a very pure and helpful piece of spiritually inspired material, and we're confident that those of you who long recognize the damage the ego can do to your creative works will transmute any lingering ego-driven influences. In doing so, you'll be introduced to your own creativity in a big way, and you'll see that beyond the attempts of the ego to hold you back, you're capable of achieving anything you set your minds to. Your capabilities extend far beyond any description we could hope to give, and for you to realize your capabilities, it's essential that you embrace any challenges that seem to come with them. You're on the earth to help yourselves and the rest of humanity find a higher state of consciousness, and there will obviously be challenges along the way that may test you more than you expect. We know you'll be able to handle them, however, because you've proven able to handle every challenge that's placed before you. Your inner light grows stronger by the day, and as it does, your ability to handle any and every challenge you experience grows as well. As you strengthen your understanding and utilization of your creativity, you find that your inner flame grows brighter and brighter until it can't be ignored any longer. The burning flame of passionate inspiration to contribute to humanity's evolution in clear and potent ways is being felt in a growing number of light workers and starseeds who recognize that it's their mission to bring humanity out of the lower vibrations, and you're given a wealth of assistance from your higher selves, guides, and the rest of the company of heaven. We watch and assist you whenever and wherever possible, while at the same time, monitoring events on the world stage, and offering mitigation in areas of your society that desperately need it. We can't stop the most destructive things that are playing out on your world stage from occurring, but we can offer you a wealth of assistance from the realms we're stationed in. Humanity's mess is ultimately yours to clean up, just as it was yours to create, but we in the higher realms have far too much compassion to watch you needlessly suffer without offering any sort of guidance or assistance. We offer all of the assistance we can, and while we don't seek to violate your free will, we're doing everything we can to assist you with the limitations that are placed before us. By limitations we refer to the limits in our ability to assist you in an extremely direct way, but as your vibration continues to rise, this limitation will be less and less of a hindrance. The higher your vibration rises, the closer we're able to be with you, and the result will eventually be that we're able to offer very direct and widespread assistance with various facets of your planetary restoration that are in dire need of being addressed. A lot about the manner in which your planet has and continues to function will have to be addressed before you can build the heavenly society of your dreams, and realizing that you're being given a wealth of higher vibrational assistance will help many of you embrace the missions that come with existing on the earth and using such existence to help humanity become aware of spirit. Even though we're limited in the advice and guidance we can give, there's still a lot we can do to help you. We can nudge you in the right directions with encoded signs and symbols, but we can't directly tell you what path to walk. The path you walk is your choice entirely, and while we can see which paths are and aren't best for each of you, we'd never seek to tell you which path to take. You can create anything. We'd never seek to live your lower vibrational experience for you, because this is the beauty of the lower vibrations and the free will you possess in them. You can do, be and create anything you want. This was the entire purpose of our descent away from Source, into the lower vibrations we all created for ourselves, to create and explore to our heart's content. The last thing we want is to take this experience away from you, and this is why we happily allow you to make whatever decisions you feel are best at the time of making them, even if they clearly aren't. Eventually, you'll see the path you're intended to traverse with new eyes, and when this happens, we can envision many of you happily traversing it without looking back. Embracing the paths that lay ahead is essential, but you're the only one who can decide to embrace them. If you wanted, you could take a much more destructive turn onto lower paths, into lower energies, but with the extent to which so many of you are so ready to embrace the light and everything that comes with it, we are confident that you're ready to see what the higher paths have to offer. You're traversing the higher paths as you make potent efforts to reach a higher vibration, and if you were to practice meditation or similar higher vibrational attunement methods every day, your vibration would rise in no time. Your vibration is already rising based on the individual and collective work you do, and as we've said in the past, the intention of your earthly experience isn't necessarily to make others aware of ascension, or other, similar concepts you've come to discover and empower. Rather, your purpose is to uplift the collective vibration by living in love and expressing the resulting joyful and harmonious emotions to everyone around you who's been lost in the darkness of the lower dimensions. Your missions on the earth are more noble and diligent than we could hope to express, and as long as you can live in love, and share this love with the people around you, refusing to leave your center in favor of the same old lower vibrational dross and drama that have held you back so much in the past, humanity's vibration will rise quickly. However, if you choose the lower paths that you know only harbor unhappiness, then unhappiness is all you'll create for yourselves. It's very simple, and like plenty of other things that are related to your ascension or the higher realms in general, its simplicity has made it difficult for a lot of seekers to understand and act on. Connecting with the higher realms requires little more than fading into the sacred center and allowing the resulting energies and expressions to be funneled through your physical temple, and you'll soon find that the light work you seek to do requires the utilization of the center and the energies that flow through it. If you want to send love to a certain area of your planet experiencing heavy conflict, for instance, we'd first recommend finding a deeper state of consciousness in an effort to lightly perceive the energy you'd send out. We recommend finding as deep of a state of consciousness as you can, and this can be said for any light work or any other work that's related to the higher realms or the healing of your planet. Blissed out light work. From a deeper state of consciousness, you can visualize your light being funneled to not just one, but various areas of your world that desperately need it. You'll be very glad you did, and the result of your work may leave some of you blissed out for quite a while before you regain third-dimensional consciousness. We've watched many earthly souls perform vast amounts of light work and enjoy the meditative bliss that results, and each of you can access this bliss. All you have to do is realize its existence and seek to align with it, and we're giving plenty of advice and guidance that's intended to help you do just that. Our goal in communicating with humanity and generally assisting you along the difficult but worthwhile ascension path is to steadily but surely lead you back into your sacred center, your sacred essence. And if our communications are able to help you do this, then we're satisfied. Even if our communications help one of you out there who's struggled with the darkness of the lower vibrations, we've achieved our aim in communicating with you. Our desire is simply to assist, and we don't seek to offer our assistance as if it's the only way you can refine the higher realms. Connecting with certain guides is only one out of many ways you can find the higher vibration you seek, and channeling, while helpful, isn't completely necessary to ascend. It's necessary for many of you who resonate with it and enjoy the practice of bringing messages through, as well as reading them on your internet, but you'll find that channeled messages don't seem to resonate with others who've found a different path back home. There's certainly nothing wrong with this, and this takes us back to your free will and the fact that you'll each empower and disempower certain things along your journey back into full consciousness. Certain practices will resonate with some and not with others, and this is okay. There's nothing wrong with having differences in belief or ideology, and in fact, as your consciousness continues growing, you'll realize that your individuality is a very beautiful thing. Instead of hating each other over your respective differences in belief, we can envision you embracing and loving each other for them when you see that you're all comprised of the same being of creator energy. We're all comprised of Source's pure, omnipotent energy at our core, but the individuality of each of you makes for some interesting experiences and, sometimes, some heated disagreements. When you can learn to come together and respect the things you have in common instead of fighting endlessly over the things you don't, your harmony will precede the amazing changes you've been waiting to see. We'll make our final expressions for this communication with endless encouragement to remain on the path, even when it seems like the most difficult thing you could ever do. The ascension path doesn't have to be difficult, and in fact, a diminished ego will make it a breeze. The inherent difficulty of the ascension path is caused by the endless yet futile attempts the ego makes to halt your progress, and once you can transcend its influence and use it the way it's meant to be used, as a follower of the heart's commands, you can soar with the knowledge that the mind can never hold the heart back. Thank you to my higher self and spiritual guides. Channeled through Wes Anak. cultureofawareness.com